So I made sort of a big purchase today. Something that I've always wanted. And it's not quite as big because I'm getting it used as opposed to brand new. And it's a golf simulator slash launch monitor. So I've kind of been going back and forth between putting it in this spare room, which the kids jump on the nugget every once in a while in here, but honestly just don't use this room very much, versus putting it in the garage. The problem with putting it in this room is that Eloise's room is right there. Also, putting it in this room would mean that there's not really any room for people to watch and play with. So like if Dennis and Barb are over, or basically Rachel's whole family, they're all pretty big golfers. If anybody else is over here playing with us, then there's nowhere for them to stand in there. So I've decided to put it in the garage, which means I've got some cleaning to do. Check out this garage. As I was saying, so out here in the garage, pretty darn messy. However, all of this stuff can be donated, moved, stored, whatever. Over here. So this is a project that when I get a chance I will be working on. Gonna sand it down to match the lowers and then putting it back in the kitchen. And all of this stuff we're pretty much done with, so we don't really need it anymore, but I could put it either in that corner or that corner. So if this place was organized, it would look a lot better. So that's probably what I'll be doing tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. I got a couple of days before. So the guy, I'm getting it used, like I said. The guy's gonna bring it to my work tomorrow. But I still have to buy the screen. It's quite the ordeal. Because only one part of the golf simulator is the actual device. Then you gotta buy software to run it on. You have to get an enclosure to hit it against, which is kind of a big deal. You have to get a mat, padding, a projector. But it's a heck of a lot easier to DIY it as opposed to buying a package deal or a kit straight from a website that sells them. So that's what I'll be doing. Made it to the boat. Are you excited?
Yeah. I'm more excited.
It's such a lovely day out. We had to get out. All right. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Okay. We'll get the boat down a little bit low so we can get the ladder out, and then we'll get on Big Blue. Yay! Going down, Wee? All right, go ahead. Hey, Eloise. Eloise, you don't need to fear the water bugs. No, they're no big deal.
Nothing to fear.
But fear itself.
What?
Nothing to fear, but fear itself. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Let's see you. Are you and Eloise gonna jump together? Or are you and Lyndle gonna jump together?
I don't know.
We need to see it. The water temperature is just perfect, which means it's gonna be super hot water in 2 weeks.
Stop!
Hey, Bear. Whoa. Why do you want her to stop?
Come on, let's all jump together.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I want to do this. I'm going to go in the water.
All right, Berend Lyndle, go. Whee! Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eloise? You gonna go? Yeah. Whoa. What do you think, Wee Wee? You gonna go? Hold on. Let's see if Eloise is.
Wait for me.
Yep.
You wait for me this time.
Wee Wee, you want me to push you? Okay, you can do it.
I think you lost. That was the standing contest. You fed one. Just a second. I gotta get the other baby. It is the next night and voila! Okay, so this entire wall used to have just junk. Got rid of a bunch of stuff, moved a bunch of stuff in that corner, moved some of the stuff over this corner, and now we have the perfect spot for a golf simulator. So I've ordered pretty much everything I needed. I'm gonna DIY basically everything because these package things that are the like golf simulator package deals are just super overpriced online, and everything I can DIY. So I'll be obviously vlogging that as it comes. So this is the first time we're picking up the vlog camera for today. It's already 9:20 p.m. That means all the three older ones are all in bed already. And then we have a new system for tonight's bedtime. Or I should say where they're gonna sleep.
We were kind of forced into it because I just can't do it anymore.
The last week and a half, basically since COVID hit our family, have just been brutal, especially on Rachel. You know, because obviously she's staying up and breastfeeding the whole time, whereas me, I'll just pick the baby up and hand him over to Rachel to breastfeed. So now we only have one snoo at the foot of our bed. Obviously the Peloton's in our room now. And then in the actual nursery, we have the other snoo with a video monitor in here. And so the plan will be, so they've been waking each other up. Like if one cries really loud, they wake the other one up.
100%.
And so what's gonna be the plan? What's our attack here?
Well, we also haven't been using the snoo like it's meant to be used.
I'll go
like,
grab the other baby.
We don't let it soothe the baby at all. We keep it locked, and part of the reason for that is because hang on a sec. So we've locked both of the snoos since the babies were born, partially because I just don't really want it soothing them. I just want to feed them on demand, but also because if one of them cries, both of the snoos will react. Because they're sound activated, and so if you're not familiar, this is the snoo. It like gently swivels back and forth, and it kind of vibrates and plays white noise. But if the baby cries, as I was saying, so we don't want, like, well, we were feeding them, like whoever woke up, I would just feed that one. Then we just started getting to where I would like wake the other one up to feed them both at the same time. And the only reason I waited so many weeks to do that is because we tried for a while and the other one wouldn't wake up enough to eat. So we basically were just waking them up, making it harder for them to be put down. They wouldn't eat anyway, and then they would wake up the next hour. So anyway, we just got to where they were both doing a pretty reliable long stretch of sleep right off the bat at the beginning of the night together. And it was like 5 or 6 hours the last couple of nights before we got COVID. So it was just like, The same thing happened right before the older twins got RSV, where they just like really started to settle into a routine and just kind of started getting some good, more predictable night sleep, and then got RSV and it was all out the window. But they came back quicker from that, I felt like. Maybe my memory's just off. But anyway, so we didn't have the snooze being used as they're intended, because if one baby would wake up and cry, it would cause both of the snooze to react and go from like a slow rock to basically they just rock a little bit faster. The white noise gets a little bit louder. So if only one baby woke up and was crying, it would wake the other baby up because their bed would start moving faster just out of the blue. So the idea is we're separating them, not because like they need to be separated necessarily, but because we need to separate their snooze. And we're gonna let the snoo do some of the like soothing a little bit in the beginning of the night, because they are waking up every half hour. The last like 3 nights, I think it feels like it anyway. Brad said we had a stretch of sleep that was a little bit longer last night, but it sure didn't feel like it. It feels like every sleep cycle, like every 40 minutes, somebody's waking up. Is my memory just off?
I'm not exactly sure last night because I didn't look at I remember looking at the clock and it was 2:30, and I remember looking at it when it was 5:30.
That's a big chunk.
I know. It just didn't feel like it.
That's what I said.
Right.
It didn't feel like it at all.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's hard to know.
It's hard to know for sure. I used to have I feel like with the first twins I had a handle on what happened in the night. I'd have no handle on it the last week.
We're getting too old for this crap.
I'm too old. Can't do this. We had also set up our bed to where, like, if push comes to shove in the middle of the night, we can co-sleep with the babies. And I said something about this on Instagram too. I'm hesitant to even say it because I know that there's very strong feelings one way or the other when it comes to co-sleeping. If you're going to co-sleep, which I've never been a fan of. I've never done it. I mean, just with older babies, we've brought them in bed with us in the morning, but never with the newborn ever. But I did some research on how to make co-sleeping as safe as possible. And especially with a sick kid, it makes it a lot, I feel safer, because then they're right there. You can listen to their breathing. You can, I don't know, just kind of be there.
Watch them.
You can watch them while they sleep. Easier. But you basically strip, you can do the research yourself. There's rules. You strip the bed completely. In a perfect world, you have no blankets at all, no pillows. You just dress warmly. Is warmly a word?
It is now.
You dress warmly. And then you sleep with the baby in your, right here. So we've been doing that, but it gets tricky with twins that then they're both in the bed with you at some point, and it just doesn't feel safe.